we're inside. We have unloaded all of our treasures from the vehicle. And so we'll go through and show everything that we got here. So a little bit of storytelling. I think I mentioned it outside, but this morning we got up early. The estate sale was about an hour away out in the country. We saw some good pictures, a lot of Christmas items that we were interested in because we love Christmas stuff. And so we thought we would take a chance and see what we could find. So as you can tell, we found a lot, and we're probably going to go back again tomorrow.
Not probably. We are definitely going back for day two.
I'll show you everything we got. We paid $900 today.
Which seems like a lot, but just wait till you see what we got.
Like a lot, so we'll show you everything we got. We'll flash comps on the screen off eBay to try to show some of the value of what we think we found. So we'll start with our candles. So we got
so this lady
a lot of candles.
She loved to shop. So a lot of this stuff is brand new.
Almost all of it.
Yeah.
Is, with a few
like
exceptions.
New in the box.
So we got all of these Yankee candles. Basically $5 a piece, and then we got a couple of them free for being, we were 13th and 14th in line at the sale. So the way they had it set up, they had a barn, they had a tent, and they had a porch. And so when they called the numbers in order, then you could go shop whatever area you wanted. So it was a little confusing, but I think it allowed us to go to all the areas and get what we wanted. So we have around 50, actually probably a few more than 50 candles. So we paid about $250 just for all these candles. But that being said, we're pretty confident we can sell them all for at least $20. Some of them will be a lot more.
Yeah, we've scanned a couple since coming home, and the few that we've scanned sell between 35 and 40.
And sometimes these style candles, we've sold some in the 50s and 60s before.
Because they're old retired ones.
So if we got $20 a candle, that's $1,000 just in candles right there.
That doesn't count all this other stuff.
So
all this other stuff is pretty cool.
So we got a couple of Ghost blow molds, vintage Empire blow molds for $1 a piece on there. We got some sort of a glowing ghost.
It's an Avon glowing ghost.
We got a Mr. Christmas Santa kicking his feet out of the tree. So that's pretty funny. We got some Harry Potter books. Books were 50 cents. And we just basically buy Harry Potter books, and then once we get a whole set, lot it up, and we typically sell them for around $50 for a set of the books. I got a couple of Ninja Turtle VHSs that are sealed. More on those and the turtle stuff in a bit. Over here on the right side of the table, we got a couple toys. They're dirty, they need clean, but we got a Casper the Ghost Puppet, a Pillsbury Doughboy, and a Sarah from Land Before Time hand puppet. If you can get the whole set of these, you can usually bundle them together for good money. We got
and we didn't mind also picking up bits and pieces, because one, we're going back for half price day, and two, their garage, which we couldn't shop yet, was still packed full, and they were talking about having a second sale. So you pick up bits and pieces and possibly find the rest of them later.
Right. We got the Doughboy cookie jar for $5. We'll need to replace the batteries in that.
Cleaned.
Then we got some Precious Moments. So on the whole, Precious Moments stuff usually is not very good. But we had looked at a few of them on pictures yesterday or a couple days ago.
Typically, we don't even look at them.
And we think that the pieces that we got are pretty good. So we have a Beast and Belle inside like a musical snow globe. We have a couple of, here, this is the Lord is my shepherd and a message of hope. We got Ariel and Prince Eric, I believe, or something similar. Love lights the way. And then this one here we saw in the pictures, it says let faith guide you. Pretty sure the last one of these sold a couple years ago for like $400. And there's none listed and none current available and none recently sold. But that one I think is a really good piece.
We had a lot of trouble finding it, like finding solds on it.
And we did pay up for a lot of these pieces. Granted, our total of $900,
but when you pay $50 for a piece that could sell for $500 or for $400, I'm okay with that.
Pretty good. And then we got this giant box you can see on the side. It's a masterpiece collection of Snow White. It says "You Are My Wish Come True." So I think that's about $150 to $200 piece as well. Here in the middle, I have this giant The Night Before Christmas book. It's a pop-up book, and you can record your sound, I believe. I don't know if you record or if it just reads it for you. But this is like a $50 or $60 book. We've actually had them before, and this one still has the sleeve on it. It's never been used. And then,
I think we paid $1 for it.
Yeah, we paid $1 for that. We have this giant Mr. Christmas, The Night Before Christmas house. Mr. Christmas stuff can be really good. We think this is like $150 to $200 piece.
And it was $20.
It was $20. The Jim Shore stuff
so
was tricky because all the Precious Moments stuff and the Jim Shore figures, they were selling for half off of retail. So if there was a retail price on it anywhere, there's a few that don't, they would charge you half of what it was marked. If they wasn't marked, then they kind of made up a price. So this is called Henri Organist. I think this is one of the 7 dwarfs playing an organ. We think that this one's pretty good. I also got the Grinch, Dr. Seuss the Grinch. I believe this is about $100 piece. And then the Peanuts. This is Lucy, a Trick or Treat figure. So I think we paid maybe $20 for this, but we think it's worth like $50 or $60. So I think there's one other piece over here. Oh no, there's a few more Jim Shore pieces here. So we got To the Rescue. We could not find this anywhere. Like, I could not find it sold or listed within the last 3 years. So I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, but usually that means they can be really good. This is a Cruella de Vil that we think is good. And then this piece here, it's celebrating 10 years of Disney traditions. Again, I think this is over $100 piece. So we tried to be very selective. They had hundreds and hundreds of these figures, but it was hard we didn't want to stand there and look them all up. We didn't want to fork out half price for everything, half of retail, because that can be very dangerous and be a lot of money. So we kind of selected a few and
cherry picked.
And tomorrow they're supposed to be half off retail. So basically 25% of what the initial cost or sticker is. So that's a much more palatable amount to spend. So if you had a $100 item today, it would be $50. Tomorrow it'll only be $25, or like, so that's.
So tomorrow our game plan is going back for a lot more Jim Shore. Hopefully,
we're hoping to score a bunch more.
There's another Jim Shore in there.
Yeah, there's another one under here. You're gonna see.
We got to be very careful.
There's one more. So this one was marked 127. So they rounded down. So we paid 60 for it.
But that's a good one.
But we think it's a couple $100. So in a lot of cases, I believe their retail price was kind of what their client had originally paid for it. Is kind of what they were basing it off of.
Yeah, and if it didn't have a sticker, then they kind of made up a price for us.
So then we have a bunch of Barbies new in the boxes. So
a little dusty though.
Barbies can be hit and miss, but these were all between $5 and $10. So these I'm actually not even sure what they're worth. I never looked them up. But this is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. We have
Those are cute.
Mickey and Minnie.
Sorry about the sun, guys.
Sometimes they're cute. You just have to get them, right? This was Little Red Riding Hood, and this was Alice and the Mad Hatter. So those were cool. Then we got the Susan Komen Breast Cancer Awareness Barbie. We have the Princess of Cambodia. So most of these we had seen in pictures and kind of looked up to know whether they were worth it. Another Princess of Ancient Mexico. So most of these,
But usually for like $5, we
Right.
usually pick them up.
this is Rapunzel with a musical hairbrush. I think that this is actually a $100 Barbie, but we'll find out when we go to look into them further. I couldn't get Rapunzel and then not get the Ken that's her prince or whatever, even though he's not as valuable. We got the February Amethyst Barbie. We have Go Red. Yeah, I already showed that. Then we got these two. These are like 3-packs. We've had these before. Barbie, Stacy, and Kelly holiday ones. So these all sell for like $30 or more. So at $5 to $10 a piece, it makes it worth it. A couple more things up front. We have the Santa's Marching Band. I do believe it's actually new in the box, but we'll double check that. That's another Mr. Christmas item that does really well. And then the toys. So
Okay.
so
Here, come over here
none
so
of
you
the
can.
pictures, none of the pictures actually even had toys in them. We went solely. We saw Barbies. We saw Disney stuff. We saw
the Jim Shore, the
Jim
Precious
some of the
Moments.
Precious Moments stuff. I did know that they had some candles, not that many candles.
Right.
So there were no pictures of toys whatsoever. So we get to the sale. We're 13th and 14th. We looked at the front of the tent because we have about an hour till the sales start. And there's a table full of some Barbies, but there's a whole tote full of Ninja Turtle action figures, brand new in the packages, vintage 1994 era, 95 era.
They're like brand new
Brand new,
in the
nice
packages.
And they're marked $2 a piece.
$2. Look at this.
$2.
$2.
There was probably
$2.
15 of them, somewhere around there, a dozen, somewhere between 10 and 20. And there's other people standing by the table, looking at the table, talking about the toys.
Oh, and there's Lego.
There was some Power Ranger figures, which we were not able to get. There was the Lego sets underneath. Somebody was actually talking about they go to estate sales looking for Lego. It was standing right there. Their number was in front of ours. I have no idea why, but the first 12 people didn't really grab that stuff. By the time I got to the table, there was a couple of people looking at the turtles very slowly. I don't know why they didn't grab the whole tote, but they didn't, so I reached in and started grabbing the ones that I could. So I ended up with 4 sealed Ninja Turtles and 2 Ninja Turtle Trolls. So I had no idea when I grabbed these, but these were actually only $1. So we have the Turtle Troll Dawn and the Turtle Troll Leo. These might be in the neighborhood of $80 to $100.
Hey, don't wiggle them. I can't
I
record them.
think. But anyhow, we'll throw comps on the screen. Now we got 2 Toon Turtles. So we got Toon Raph. His head apparently spins. I don't know how that works. And then we got Toon Leo. Again, this is what we actually paid, guys. And then we have Donatello as Dracula and Michelangelo.
And notice
as
they're also
Frankenstein.
unpunched cards.
Yeah, the punches are still there. I think these are like $150 figures. I really wish I could have gotten the entire tote. I would have just grabbed the whole tote if I was first in line and able to, but I'm happy that I got what I got, for sure.
It was a nice bonus because none of the pictures showed toys. So
And then the Lego, this is more, we got this for $7. The box is a little squishy, but this is new. This is sealed, completely sealed. I think this is like a $70 to $80 set. And then this ship, it's open, but all the bags are sealed. I don't know if it's all here. It looks like it's all here. The instruction booklet is down here.
and we paid $20 for this, but nobody was going for the
Even if
Lego.
it's not all here, it's worth it. but I really didn't understand they were talking about these items and still didn't grab them. So we did. And I've seen a comp on this Lego that was sealed for 400. So who knows? But that was our,
and we love Lego, so
yeah, so that was our treasures for today. We're gonna go back tomorrow and see what we can get on half price day. And
yeah, we have a busy weekend plan. We have tomorrow half price day, and then we have another big sale on Saturday. So
if we get anything good, we'll let you know. We appreciate you watching. If you get a chance, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free for you. It helps notify you when we post new videos. And hit the thumbs up button and leave us a comment. Let us know what your favorite thing is we found today. And we'll continue on day 2. Thanks. Bye-bye. All right, guys, we are back with day 2 of our treasures for the weekend. We have bought Christmas in July this time, so
all of Christmas.
we were thinking about making it all one video, but you're probably going to see this is probably going to be a second video because there's so much to go through. But if you watched the last part, we bought a whole bunch of Disney Christmas stuff and Jim Shore items and candles galore.
All of the little this, little that.
So we went back on day 2 today because it was yesterday was 50% off the retail prices and today was 50% off of that. So essentially we paid about 25% of the original retail price on all of these
Well, it's
items.
not necessarily the retail price.
Well,
it's like the sticker price that they paid for it when they bought
The
it.
original owner paid for it.
Right.
So anyhow, there's probably hundreds of items in here. So all kinds of Disney precious moments and holiday Jim Shore
And
pieces.
our Jeep is packed. Like, I literally had stuff in my lap.
We had to get a few more candles. We got about 12 more candles. If you look over here, the side of the car, literally we use all the available window space to get in there. All this down here in these bags at the bottom, there's a bunch of bags of brand new sealed perfumes and colognes. Even the front console.
See, look at the front console. Like that. No joke, guys. Seriously.
We'll come around the other
Every little bit is completely packed full. The owner of the estate was actually at the estate sale, and he even came over after. Was like, okay, I need to see how you guys got all this fit in. So
And down there's even the blow mold hands for the ghost head that's in the back. So
like, this is insane, guys. Like, all the way to the roof.
So we're gonna get it all unpacked.
Here, open the front door.
Yeah. We'll get it all unpacked. There's even one in the front seat.
Yeah, so like, this is like, no joke. There was not space left.
She even held some pieces on the way home. So we're gonna get it all unpacked into the house and kind of sorted, and then we will show you guys everything that we got today. We're back inside. We got it unloaded. Look at all this. There's a lot of stuff.
Can you believe this fit in the Jeep?
I don't know how this all was in the Jeep, but we made it fit.
Let me give them the full tour here.
So we have right about 200 pieces or 200 items.
Like, total units.
And so we spent basically $2,000 on everything you see here.
All right, Bill's gonna give you a tour
Most of
here.
It's gonna be Jim Shore, Disney, and a lot of holiday Jim Shore pieces. So if you're unfamiliar with Jim Shore, we'll just take out one. We'll take out one real quick just to show you. They're collectible statues and figures.
They almost have like a patchwork look to them.
Yeah, I think they're made out of resin, but they almost kind of look wooden too. So pretty much all these guys are going to be new in the box, which is what's crazy. So like here, for example, There's a Minnie Mouse sewing what looks to be kind of like
Here,
an
move the
American
tag so we
flag kind of piece. So that's what all of these are kind of made to look like. So they're really cool. In fact, April might have a couple in her own collection to begin with before even buying these. So we really like Disney. We really like this kind of stuff. So we went back up to the estate sale today, and everything was basically, yesterday it was half off the retail price, and then today it was half off the half off price.
So like this one here was like $60. So yesterday, excuse me. So yesterday that would have been $30. Well, today it was half off the half off price. So essentially 25% off, like 25% that price.
So basically we paid 15. However, we checked a lot of them. We didn't check all of them today. The ones we bought yesterday, we checked for sure. But in many cases, these items are worth the sticker price or more.
So like this giant bell here, we only paid $20 for her.
And she was stickered. We paid 25.
Oh, 25, yeah.
She's stickered 100, but she's going to sell for at least 100.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets crazy. So the first half of the table, all these red boxes are all Disney related.
And they are stacked. Like,
You know, all the
here, I'll walk around with you. They are stacked, multiples deep, multiples high.
One of my favorite pieces is this one, which we also paid 25 for today. I almost bought it for 50 yesterday, but I
Does
didn't.
it show it on? Oh yeah, it shows it on the outside.
I didn't quite want to pull the trigger, but it's a really cool Mickey.
And it's 100th
and
anniversary.
We saw a sold comp for $250 for this piece, so it was stickered 100. Today we paid 25. So just really cool collectible pieces.
Or like this Santa Claus one.
Yeah,
Like,
they're just a great time of year too. We're buying Christmas in July, but with Q4 coming up for our eBay business, this is an awesome type of stuff to have. So we have all of this side, all the brown boxes are all just other holiday stuff, mostly Christmas, but you have like gnomes.
I think there's a reindeer down there.
This is a bigger angel.
I have a angel upstairs.
So just really cool figures. We got some really large, like this is a really large tree or gnome.
And there's
And
a
then
nutcracker.
nutcracker, so
And over here's a snowman. And those are giant boxes. And here's a Santa Claus.
and then these white boxes up front, these are precious moments. And most of the time, for what we're familiar with, precious moments don't do very well. However, these are almost all Disney related. There are a few that are not Disney, but
there's
are also really
Doc
cool pieces.
Oh, that is Disney, but Doc
Yeah, that's
McStuffins.
So yeah, they're just really cool. He's wearing his Mickey Mouse hat. So all of these we paid around $20 a piece for. Like they were marked $82.99, but they're gonna sell for close to or more than that sticker price. So we just couldn't pass it up. We also got hiding in there, we got 2 Hallmark Angel Bell choirs. Those actually are worth quite a bit. I think we paid $35 a piece for them, but we think that they're worth at least $150, if not more.
I think these are Santas.
Oh yeah, these are more Jim Shore large Santas. So really cool pieces.
And then she was a little surprised. She was only $2.50, and I couldn't find any of her listed, but there's 3 of her sold for I think like $25, $30.
Trying to see one out. This is one of my favorite pieces from the precious moments down here.
Well, hold on, you can't.
What?
Oh, I thought that. Yeah, there's Ariel and Eric.
This one here I thought was cool.
Oh,
Love is patient, love is kind. Like
that's a cute one.
that was
That's
cool.
a really good one. I actually saw that one online.
yeah. So we got all of those collectible
And then
figurines.
there's another big Santa.
And then we couldn't leave without getting a few more candles. So if you watched the last
They
video,
brought more out.
we had about 60 candles and they brought more out. So we have 12 more. We have a creepy ghost blow mold with his hands. And then we also snagged like, what did you say?
36.
36 new in-box perfumes.
Yeah, they're
and
like
colognes.
sealed in the package, and they were $2 and $3.
So really crazy haul. We're excited. I cannot believe all of this fit in the Jeep. But we got it home. So let us know in the comments how you know Jim Shore or Precious Moments, if you collect those at all. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for us. It helps us out. It lets you know when we post new videos. And until then, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. All right. Hi, guys. We're back. This is day 3. No, it's actually day 5. It's Tuesday. But this is what we bought on day 3, which would have been Saturday. We just had so much. We had to create room, empty the Jeep for the 3rd time.
Process all the other piles.
Start processing stuff. So we're back. So as you can see, we continue to buy Christmas in July.
A lot of stuff.
You see everything on the table here, except for the Lego.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that in a little bit, but everything else on the table we got from one estate sale. It was $225, including this beautiful
Most of it was the tree.
vintage lava ceramic Christmas tree from 1979. So it had a sticker price of $175.
And it comes with all these little birdies for it.
But in reality, we paid probably about $75 for it. So anyhow, as you'll see, we went to the sale for these Department 56 Christmas Village houses. So that's what drew us there. I'm not sure if we've ever said it in another video, but a couple of years ago, we had bought so many Christmas Village pieces that we were the #1 seller of Christmas Village houses in the entire world on eBay. So we've done pretty well with them in the past. So anytime we see big collections, we try to go pick them up. To this time we got the Scrooge and Marley Counting House. These are all Christmas Carol related. We got Cratchit's Corner. We got a windmill down here, Bidwell Windmill. We have another building down at the bottom that she buried. That's Belle's house. We got these accessories. A lot of the smaller accessories can do well too.
And they're often overlooked by people.
So we got a few more pieces. Sometimes the boxes have a little bit of wear from storage, but generally that doesn't matter too much. Then we got a few Hallmark ornaments. We got this really cool up ornament that was $3. And then we got a couple of Maxine ornaments. We got another Jim Shore piece to go along with
Because why not?
all of the Jim Shore that we had
It's
bought.
a Santa.
You can't see the picture.
There's no picture on the outside. It's a really cool Santa. You'll see it when we pop a comp.
She got some Cabbage Patch
Clothes and
diapers and stuff. And then we have these Hallmark Jingle Pals. So basically our buy cost on those was like $4 a piece.
3 and 4 or something
And
like that.
we've done quite well on them in the past. Typically, I would say they sell for an average of around $20 each.
Sometimes you can get really, like this one right here is, I think this one's the really, like one of the really good ones. And sometimes they can be like between 30 and 40, depending on which ones.
So again, let's look at this beautiful
I know,
ceramic
come
tree.
on. This tree is amazing.
So this is probably gonna stay in our house. We have a ceramic tree, but this is pretty cool. So I don't think that's going anywhere. We'll make all of our money back on all the other stuff. We did get some books and stuff as well back there. Nothing crazy, I don't believe. And then we got some air fresheners for the house, and we got a vintage board game. So let's talk about the Lego houses. So as you see, we have a whole bunch of the Lilo and Stitch Beach House Lego. In fact, we have, I believe, 36 of them in the house right now. So we were shopping at Sam's Club a few weeks ago, and we went down one of the aisles and noticed that there was a clearance tag for one of these. There was a whole pallet of them, and there was a clearance tag for $29 and change.
Side note, we're all huge fans of Lego in this house.
And Disney.
And Disney.
But, so
and Stitch.
We were thinking about buying a bunch of them then, because the actual retail price on these right now on Lego.com and at other stores is $89.99. So for $30, that's a pretty crazy deal. Now on eBay typically they'll sell less. So right now they're selling for like $50 to $60 on eBay because they're not retired or anything. So we actually only ended up buying one of them for April's collection.
For me.
And then we moved on. Well, a couple weeks goes by and we were at Sam's Club again.
And our oldest son.
Our oldest son was interested in them too. And we noticed they were now only $24.95. And so we decided to buy 12 of them at $25 a piece. So whatever that comes out to, $300 I believe for 12 of them. And then we brought them home, and then our oldest son decided he wanted to invest in some. So he bought 11 or 12 of them for $300.
But we placed a pickup order for
this
those.
is the following day, so we didn't buy them all at once.
No.
We went back the next day and placed a pickup order for some, and then they still had more left in the stores. Like they weren't really selling super fast like you would expect. So we went ahead and bought 12 more. So now we have 36 Lilo and Stitch houses, which...
And we left some for more people.
We paid a combined about $900 for them, but they will retire at the end of next year. So we're probably going to hold on to them because in the Lego world, typically when the sets get retired, they tend to go up about 1 or 1.5 times, sometimes 2 times of their base value, which would put this set in the $150 to $200 range once it retires.
So you will not see these on our eBay store. They will be in our collection for the next year or so.
For a little while. At least that's what we anticipate, unless they go up faster than that.
Right.
But this is actually the only Stitch set, Disney Stitch set, other than the giant Stitch by himself, and then there's a Brickhead Stitch, and then there's a little minifigure Stitch that you could get in a blind mystery bag. But there are no Lego sets that have Lilo in them, and this is the only real box set with a Stitch figure. So
plus it is the original cast. It's not from the live action movie, which is really cool.
Either way, it's a pretty cool set. So that's our retail arbitrage for the week. So that's everything we got on day 3.
But yeah, so this isn't the first time. Like we like to buy Lego and hold on to them for the value to go up. So we all have a large Lego collection.
So thanks for joining us for the video. It's probably going to be a little bit of a long one since it was 3 separate days, but not really individually enough to make a video for each. So we definitely bought Christmas in July this past weekend.
We were very lucky this weekend.
So if you like content like this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. It's free for you. It helps us out and notifies you when we go live with more videos. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.